In this video, we will talk about order of operations, all with integers. Got some positives and some negatives. Okay, and I hope you remember the order of operation, sometimes known as PEMDAS. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. But be careful, sometimes division will come before multiplication if division was more to the left, and sometimes subtraction will come before addition. All right, so let's begin. Number one, before I begin, I'm going to look at this, and I see that I have two grouping symbols. There is a parenthesis inside the bracket. All right, so I need to do innermost, so that has to be done first. I'm just going to just write down the order number. After that, I have a multiplication. This has to be done second, and then the addition will come third. Again, those are all inside the big bracket. And finally, this multiplication will come last. So this problem is actually going totally reverse from right to left. Okay, you cannot go from like 4 times 3 and so on. All right, so let's begin. Here, I know this first 3 numbers are not really being used, but I'm still going to just write them out. Okay, that way it's easy for me to follow. 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, and next one is going to be 2 times 7, which is 14. And then finally 4 times 17, and that is going to give me the answer of 68. All right, so that's my first answer. Okay, and the second, it's not too different from the number one. Again, we need to go from inside out, so let's go. I'm going to do 11 minus 19, which will give us negative 8. And now we will subtract the 2 numbers in the bracket, and that will give us negative 12. And here we have a subtraction of a negative, which will just be plus 12. So 3 plus 12 is 15. Okay. All right, number 3. Number 3, we have multiplication that needs to be done. Negative 3 times 6 before subtracting. So negative 11 minus, okay, nothing has been changed. What I wrote right there, that is negative 18. Negative 18 comes from negative 3 times 6. And that will just be negative 11 plus 18, which will give me positive 7. All right. Okay. Number 4. Number 4, here we have a operation in the parentheses, so that needs to be done first, and then multiplication by negative 6, and then addition plus 7. So this one we are going left to right. All right, so that will give me negative 10 times negative 6. That doesn't look okay. Plus 7. So negative 10 times negative 6 is positive 60. And that will give me 67 as my answer. Okay. All right. Number 5 got a couple of absolute values, but we dealt with absolute values before. But you can treat the absolute value like parentheses or any grouping symbol, right? So put in the absolute value. Negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7. Subtract. Absolute value inside negative 8 minus 1 is negative 9. Now let's evaluate the absolute values. Absolute value of negative 7 is positive 7. Subtract. Absolute value of negative 9 is 9. So it's 7 minus 9, which is negative 2. All right. Okay, number 6, I probably need a lot more space here. All right, so let me try to squeeze that in. Okay, here I have a big fraction bar, and I'm going to do operations all at the top according to PEMDAS, and totally separate from the top all at the bottom, again according to PEMDAS. So let's first do negative 13 times negative 4, which should give me positive 52. Okay, subtract, that subtraction comes down from the subtraction between the two group, and negative 8 times negative 2 should give me positive 16. All right, the denominator, I have a negative 10 times 2, so that will give me negative 20. Subtract 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. Okay, so let's clean that up a little bit more. 52 minus 16 should give me, that should be 36. Negative 20 subtract negative 8 is plus 8. So that is will give me 36 over negative 12. Negative 20 plus 8 is negative 12. So basically this is 36 divided by negative 12. And remember, a positive divided by negative is a negative, so answer should be negative